so are Curaçao players, and they absolutely made their tiny island nation proud yesterday as they held Ecuador to a 0-0 draw. That means that Curaçao, now the smallest nation to ever get a point at the World Cup. They were already the smallest nation to qualify for a World Cup. And Nedum, this is the feel-good story that we love.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible, especially given the fact that they just got hit for 7 the game before. So who would have thought that going into the next game, they would find a way to have a clean sheet. But, when Room's having to make 15 saves in a game, that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work, but I think...
Only our Shaka Hislop could do that.
Listen, yeah, that's a fact. And I think his record's a bit different, Team Howard's, because he kept a clean sheet, but Tim didn't.
Eventually, the US lost that game.
Yeah, exactly. But that's a crazy amount of work for them to sort of go through. And I think I was disappointed in some ways from Ecuador because I expected more. And don't get me wrong, Curaçao were very much on the back foot. But the fact that they ended up getting those points, and it's a reminder of so many different types of stories at this World Cup. Because for them, they're celebrating that 0-0 like it's it's a 1-0 winner against a giant. But for them, that's essentially what it is. Yeah,
it definitely felt like a win for Curaçao. There you have it, him tying Tim Howard's record for the most saves ever in a FIFA World Cup match. But as Nedum pointed out, the USA went on to lose that game against Belgium, whereas Eloy Room managed to get a point for his nation. And much like Bosnia, this seems to be the World Cup of goalkeepers. Well, much like Bosnia, who absolutely shot up on social media right after and got about 10 million followers, just have a look at now. Well, he started out with about 100,000 followers. That's almost in and around the entire population of Curaçao. I'm literally looking at his social media right now. It's not quite on the Bosnia levels that he now has 15 million, but he has 945,000 and climbing.
I've seen something. I just looked at her phone. She's not following him. So you're not part of this.
Okay, well, I'm going to follow now. Maybe I'll follow now.
Too good to follow him as well, yeah?
Guys, I cannot, because please remember Curaçao knocked out Jamaica. So there's a little Caribbean rivalry there, and I'm still very salty.
You realize that I have no idea what you just said. All of which you just said, I have no idea what you're talking about. I do know,
the social media followers?
Yeah, all of that. All of that.
Ali's not on Instagram.
Or any of that stuff, to be honest with you. Call me old school. I don't know. I live in the real world. What can I tell you? Yeah. In any case, because all those followers, whatever, they're all going to disappear after this World Cup is over. The dream is coming to an end. But I'm a big on positivity, and I would tell you it's an outstanding performance from Curaçao. However, I do think that this is far more about Ecuador and not being able to win a game that was a must-win for them. Mm-hmm. It was such a disappointment. You alluded to it, but it was such a disappointment to see Ecuador to struggle to score goals. But it's not a surprise given the fact that they've only scored 14 goals in 18 qualifiers in South America. That trend continues. This team should be doing much better. They are not. Great for Curaçao, awful for Ecuador.
As for Japan, well, remember this man, Herb Renard, was brought in to try and steady the ship for Tunisia after they lost the first game.
Well,
but nothing much changed, Ale, as they went down 4-0 to Japan.
Yeah, I suppose that Tunisia is in trouble. And by trouble, I mean they're gone. Out. See you all later.
They are gone indeed.